Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome one and all to Swiss's Commuting Chaos. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed, hit the pause button and subscribe. Now this first clip, as we've already seen from the opening, it's a really crappy Tuesday morning. It's absolutely been torrential rain overnight, still raining, it's cold, it's miserable. I can see these two refuse collectors walking towards me, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a van coming up behind them. But apparently it's my responsibility to get out of the van's way so he can drive down the wrong side of the road. Seems logical and fair to me. Hello! So I'm sorry the quality of the next video isn't that good, but it's a continuation on from the same Tuesday morning commute. And there's a little Lexus in front of me. I've indicated that I need to change lanes so I can get into the correct lane, and I'm leaving a suitable stopping distance in front of me between me and the grey van. So without any indication, the Lexus is just going to pull across in front of me, despite the fact the grey van is already braking, and I have to take emergency action. So what's going to be really funny is the fact that there's going to be an Audi coming down the outside that wants to get into this lane, is indicating to do so. And despite the fact that the Lexus has already pushed his way across in front of me, is determined they are not going to let the Audi in. I'm Maximus Decimus Meridius, Commander to the Legions in the North. You don't want to do it like that. Still the same journey on the North Circular. I'm doing 40 miles an hour and I've got a car that's fairly close up behind me when this lorry decides he's going to pull out. Now, I do appreciate the North Circular is a very busy road and it's difficult to pull out onto it when you're a large vehicle. But he's causing not just me to brake, but the van in the second lane as well to avoid having an accident. I'm having to hit the brakes quite hard, and I'm worried I'm going to get rear-ended here. I mean, really worried I'm going to get rear-ended here. And then he just carries on at 20 miles an hour. Given the road conditions, this guy is clearly oblivious to the danger he is putting me in with his actions. And we're back in Richmond, and I'm following a Fiat 500. Now, always be on guard with Fiat 500 drivers. They are pretty much the worst drivers on the road. I've paused the video here because I can see that there is a parked motorcycle on the double yellow lines ahead of the Fiat 500. The Fiat 500 has put their hazard lights on and they are parking. Now, one of the things you may not know about the highway code is you are not supposed to have your hazard lights on whilst the vehicle is moving. I moved to go round the Fiat, and at this point the Fiat then decides that they want to park just the other side of the parked motorcycle, not behind it. And we're talking a distance of 4 or 5 feet that they move and over, but in swerving out around them nearly take me out. I mean, you expect it from an idiot like this driving a Fiat 500. If brains were dynamite, she wouldn't have enough to blow her nose. And finally, we're back into 20-minute territory. I'm filtering past traffic, approaching the traffic lights at the bottom of Richmond Hill. Unlike the 20-minute ahead, I'm not going to go through the traffic lights. I'm going to wait behind the first car. And what we're watching out for is not what happens to the 20-minute ahead of me, but what the idiot coming up behind me is about to do as the traffic lights change. If the vehicle is going to start moving forwards that you want to go around, and you've got space to do so, always give yourself as much room as possible, as you're going to see that I'm going to do. However, this guy is actually going to cut across in front of this silver car ahead of me. If this car pulls away any faster, there's an accident happening. So, as you can see I do, just give yourself plenty of space. I'm at the Surbiton traffic lights between Tolworth and Kingston. I'm waiting at a red light. 20 minutes is going to come up alongside me, and like all good 20 minutes, must, of course, not wait behind the line, but actually go into the cycle box. It's mandatory when you're a 20-minuter. So I'm going to let him go ahead of me. I'm not interested in him being behind me where I can't see him. And what we're going to see is a textbook piece of last-minute indication. The fact that he's even indicated is quite impressive, but it is very, very last minute. And it stops the other 20-minuter from pulling out from the side turning. Or does it? No, of course it doesn't. He's going to pull out even though I'm coming down the road. What I find absolutely incredulous is I sound my horn, and as I go past him, he sounds the horn back, as though he's done nothing wrong. Other than nearly cause an accident, of course, but then he is a 20-minuter. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button and stay safe out there, because it's a bloody mad world.